Show me your moves! This week's character breakdown is Captain Falcon, the mysterious racer and famed bounty hunter who made his first appearance in F-Zero for the Super Nintendo in 1990. F-Zero had a short-lived anime back in 2003 titled F-Zero GP Legend. Captain Falcon is the only character on the roster who originated from a racing game, and Captain Falcon is also voiced by Ryo Horikawa, who is also known for voicing Dragon Ball's Vegeta. What's up YouTube, I'm Choctopus, and this week we're breaking down one of the OG unlockables. That's right, we are covering the Cap himself. As far as I'm concerned, that's Smash Ultimate's ass. Captain Falcon utilizes his speed to approach and retreat in battle. However, just because he's fast does not mean you should just blind rush your opponent. Captain Falcon has a number of tools that you can use in neutral to set up for some devastating combos, and yes, I do realize that I usually theme the stages, but 15 minutes of scrolling backgrounds is guaranteed nausea, so here's Battlefield. Also, be sure to place your votes down in the comment section to choose next week's character, and let's get into the breakdown. Captain Falcon's jab is fast, and in combination with his run speed, it makes a really good tool for neutral play. Now, he has both a flurry, which can be done by repeatedly pressing A, and he also has a gentleman's jab, which is done by holding A. Now, jab 1 is frame 3 and can be good for jab locking on a missed tech, but it also works well out of a dash because you can use it to either set up a tech situation, or you can use it to knock your opponents off stage. Captain Falcon's dash attack is not what it used to be, and with its nerfed range, it's no longer a great attack for punishing, but it still can be used for situational KOs at higher percents. And his dash attack has 2 hits. You have the early hit, which hits a lot stronger and has higher knockback, and then you have your late hit, which is significantly weaker. Honestly, Captain Falcon's smash attacks are strong, and you can use them to hard punish if you can land them, but they pale in comparison to the rest of his kit. First, you have F-Smash, which is low range but deals a lot of damage, and it can be angled either upward or downward, which will increase the damage output, but it can be incredibly hard to land on an opponent. His down smash is this front and back kick, which is good for reading rolls because it will cover both sides of Falcon, but other than that, it doesn't have any real follow-ups. The front kick is also not as strong as the back kick. Captain Falcon's up smash is Pendulum Kick, which is high damage and it can be used to KO, but the hitbox is very tight. Now, you can use it to combo into an up air at low percents against fast fallers, assuming that your opponent doesn't DI. And on stages like Battlefield, it will reach above the platforms. Neutral B is the iconic, fiery Falcon Punch, and as much as you may want to style on your opponents with it, you're going to use it very, very rarely. You can also turn around by hitting left or right after you hit B, which will not only increase the damage, but it will also increase the startup time. The aerial version of the attack is weaker, you know, because he's really got to dig in that front foot like All Might did when he broke All For One's jaw. That's where the power comes from. However, if you do happen to break your opponent's shield, a reverse grounded Falcon Punch is your best option for capitalizing. Side B is Raptor Boost, which is much better in Ultimate than it was in Smash 4. It will travel nearly half the distance of Final Destination, and Captain Falcon is granted super armor right before the hit connects and he goes for the uppercut. If done in the air, Raptor Boost can actually meteor smash your opponent if they're right under Captain Falcon. Now at low percents, it's a really good combo starter because you can use it to go into things like a neutral air or an up air. And the same works the other way, so you can do a neutral air into a Raptor Boost. The aerial version of the attack can also be used as a situational ledge guard, but be careful you don't start too far up because you'll end up self-destructing. Now, you want to make sure you're starting far enough back where you can either land on the stage or you'll give yourself an opportunity to grab the ledge. Down B is Falcon Kick, and it could travel quite a distance. Using it on the ground will make Captain Falcon travel basically the entire length of Final Destination. Using it in the air will make him do a downward kick on an angle depending on which way you're facing. Now, on the stage, if you're landing on the stage, there's a significant amount of end lag, but the stronger portion of the kick, which is the earlier part, can tank some hits and projectiles. For example, Mario and Luigi's Fireballs, the stars from Yoshi's Down B and DDD's Up B, and uncharged arrows from Link, to name a few. It does cover a lot of ground, so you can use it in some tech chase situations, but it's not optimal. Other than that, its only other real use is for picking up kills at high percents. Up B is Falcon Dive, which is his recovery, but it can also be used in combos. He has decent air mobility when using the attack, and if connecting with an opponent, he will grab them and launch them away. It'll true combo out of a Nair 1 to pretty high percents, and if you have no idea what I mean when I say Nair 1, don't worry, we're going to cover it when we get to the aerial section. And something a little flashier for mid to high percents, while it's not true, will kill at the end of the stage if your opponent doesn't DI. So you can do something like a Nair 1 into up air, up B. And like I said, the up B is not going to be true, but if your opponent doesn't air dodge or get out of the way, the Falcon Dive will kill. Captain Falcon's tilts are really useful, especially his F-tilt, which you can angle either upward or downward, and in neutral, running F-tilts are great for spacing, so you can run an F-tilt, or if your opponent is chasing you, you can run away an F-tilt. And a downward angled F-tilt is really good for hitting shorter characters, but it can also set up into tech chase situations. Down tilt is similar, it's this sweeping kick and it launches pretty low, so it can be used to put your opponent in a similar situation where they need to tech, but honestly, it's 4 frames slower than F-tilt, so you're really not going to use it as much. I do think it has slightly better reach than F-tilt, however. Then you have up tilt, which is a wheel kick that actually spikes. It can be used as a safer ledge guard, so if you're standing at the edge of the stage, you can use up tilt to try and catch your opponent, but at higher percents out of stomps, it true combos. So if you can catch your opponent at the end of the stage with a down air, you can true combo into an up tilt. And if you just landed on stage, you can follow up out of it. So you can do stomp, up tilt, right into an up air. If you don't have your C-stick set to tilts, I would recommend it for Cap, especially for his F-tilt play in neutral, because it makes dash tilt infinitely easier. Now we'll move on to Captain Falcon's air attacks, where we'll likely spend a good portion of the video. The thing about Captain Falcon is that his aerial combos are so versatile that you can use a lot of his aerials interchangeably. And obviously, this is going to vary based on character and percentage. Nair is going to be one of your most important attacks because it's one of Captain Falcon's best combo setups. And while it does hit twice, you're going to want to practice canceling after the first kick because that's the one that's going to pop your opponent right in front of you. So when I mentioned Nair 1 earlier, I was referencing the first kick in his neutral air. Now, Nair 1-2 is definitely useful, especially at lower percents, because it's a good damage builder, especially when you can string them together. But the second kick has more horizontal knockback than the first. So again, you can put them together. You can do Nair 1 to Nair 1-2 to Nair 1-2. But Nair 1 is going to open the door for a lot of other combos. So you can also do a Nair 1 to forward air, which is going to be your most reliable kill setup, and that will remain true at high percent. So if I bring Donkey Kong to, I don't know, let's say 90%, I can do a Nair 1 to a forward air, and it'll confirm the kill. You can also do a Nair 1 into multiple up airs, and this is going to be a big bread and butter when playing Falcon, because you can really build on those combos. Now at higher percents, you can actually do a Nair 1 into a down air at the end of the stage and spike your opponent. A little trickier to do, but it's definitely possible. The forward air is the devastating knee, and it just got a huge buff in the last patch. The hitbox on the sweet spot was increased by a lot, so it's much easier to land now. This is a great killing tool that will confirm from a Nair 1 at virtually any percent. The knee also has a weak hit that has a long hitbox, and it has its own good uses. So if you knock your opponent off the stage, you can follow up with a weak knee, and then you can jump into a Nair because the knockback is so weak that your opponent is likely going to DI in, and it's a good ledge guard tool. The back air is this back fist, and it has a lot of good uses on stage, especially if you fast fall into it. Now, if you manage to land one, and your opponent does not go into a tumble, you have a couple options. You can either follow up with a dash grab and do down throw into a combo, you can do it into a raptor boost and then start an air combo from there, or you can do it into an F-tilt. Now the timing there is a little tighter, so it's a little tougher to do, but it's possible. Or if you hit them and they do tumble, especially at higher percents, you create a tech chase situation so you can run up and you can jab block them, or one of the more devastating ones is you can do it into a stomp right into a knee. Captain Falcon's up air is this flash kick, and like his neutral air, it's also very versatile and you can really extend your combos with it. So a couple of good examples of this at low percents, you can do a Nair 1 right into an up air, and you can use that to build on your combo. So you can do a Nair 1 into neutral air into an up air, Or if you want to reverse it at mid-percents, you can do a nair 1 into an up air, back into a nair. Or if you want to start stacking your up airs, you can do a nair 1. Whoop, you can do a nair 1 into multiple up airs. Oh, that wasn't it either. There we go. And then like I showed you earlier, it's not a true combo, but you can finish off with an up B, and you can kill your opponent towards the ledge. And if they don't DI out of it, or if they don't air dodge, you're going to catch them with that up B and they're going to die. And last we have the down air, which is the stomp, and it does spike, but it also has a bit of a sour spot that will launch horizontally. It's also useful on the stage at higher percents, especially if you can make your opponent tumble and they don't tech, because then you can run up to them, you can short hop, and then you can go right into a forward air and get the kill. And finally, we have Captain Falcon's throws. You have his forward throw and his backward throw, which are equally damaging, but his forward throw is better for tech chasing. You have his up throw, which sets up into a full hop up air, but there's really not much depth there. And then you have his down throw, which is the most universal because it sets up into a lot of different things. So if your opponent DIs out, you can dash attack out of it. You can do it into a combo starting with an up air, or you can combo into a neutral air. So that's it for Captain Falcon's breakdown. He has a simple kit, but he's a very rewarding character to play, and if you can master his combos, he is a force to be reckoned with. Now go, show your moves, and get those Ws. If you liked this video, this is the part where I'm going to ask you to physically press the like button so it can help other people find this video. New viewers, don't be shy, click that subscribe button, and you can also find me at places like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and you'll find all those shiny links in the video description. But thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll catch you later.